Alrighty, woo! That was enough. That was enough of a break. Let me just minimize, get game sound, close this, open this. Alright, here we go. I just noticed the cursor is poking Laphicet's chin. Poke. Poke. Anyway, that was kind of silly. Alrighty, here we go. Ooh!
The exorcists sure were out in full force to see the shepherd's inauguration, weren't they?
What about that guy you're after? Was he there?
What, and have to stand around looking all proper? Nah, that's not his style.
Looking all
I thought
proper.
he was one of the top exorcists.
That wouldn't matter to him.
Huh. All right.
Actually, Velvet, speaking of the shepherd, I noticed he wasn't using his right arm. Was he hurt or something?
Yeah. He was badly wounded a long time ago. He lost the use of his sword arm.
That's what I figured.
But don't get the wrong idea. He's still a master swordsman with his left arm.
I can tell that from the way he moves. His movements are steady and measured, and his chi is centered below his navel.
Huh? Why does that matter?
Some people say
And
that
it's
all the
located in
body's
his
spiritual
uterus.
energy gathers in a place about 2 finger widths below the navel.
In the uterus.
Even when he appears to be in a state of total peace, his guard is never down. He's a formidable adversary. And I think I know why my target has placed himself at Artorias' side. Because now I want to take Artorias down too.
Neat. Alright. Welcome back, Wormy. You're just in time. I just came back from a break. So, good timing on your part. A basic enhancement material obtained by breaking down equipment that contains calcite. Got a little soul. Oh, we got a little soul, got a little soul. Who'd this guy? The shepherd, eh? Just how long a leash are the king and Prince Percival going to give that Artorias? The nobility of Midgand spent more than a century working to make this land bloom. Now they expect us to bow to a man who climbs on our shoulders and preaches about order? Preposterous! Many in the army are also uneasy with the power the exorcists wield. But the fact is we need them for now. Pardon. Please be careful who you share your opinions with. Right. Stands to reason that not everyone's going to be welcome. Blah, 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 blah. Let's start again. Right. Stands to reason that not everyone's going to welcome someone gaining such authority. Holy Empire of Midgand is not of a single mind. Of course not. I'm glad that it isn't. Because that is way more realistic and makes way more sense. Obtained Holy Bottle, medicine that prevents encounters with weak enemies until you rest at an inn or flee from battle. Oh, that's cool. You thought I was doing a Swedish accent? I don't think I would even attempt to do such a thing. I don't actually know what Swedish people sound like. Okay, so we came from this little corner. I will come up here. Souls! I don't remember how many souls. Verbena, defense. Right, who's eating this? He has... Oh my gosh, he has the worst defense in the universe. You have it, please. Lower than 50? Talk about min-maxing. Thanks a lot, game. Swift, thank you for the host. The host, the host. You know, I changed it so that auto hosts should also, they should also make the alert come up, considering that, because Twitch changed how it functions, I'm hearing a lot less of them. Oh, it's still disabled. It must not have saved. Alright, we're gonna save the settings. So we're gonna hear touch the butt more often, but it's not gonna happen
touch the butt.
as much as
Ooh,
before.
we're gonna touch the butt. Ooh!
Is that Wormy? Of course it is. Thank you for the host. But yeah, that should... There we go. I think I saved it. Or did I forget again? Let me just double check. Because I thought I did it before, but I guess I must have, again, like I did just now, got distracted and didn't actually save it. Okay, cool. It's saved, we're good. Excellent. Sorry to take time to do that, but if I don't do it when I think of it, or when it comes up, I don't remember. Swedish Chef? Yeah. I don't... You know, I don't know that, the character well enough to even know what the fake accent sounds like. What? You say Vortigern fell? Gah! Why would such dreadful news come on the day the shepherd is named? Because he's a dickhole. He is just comprised of a urethra and that's it. Wow, what a wonderful ceremony that was. Today is sure to ring throughout history. A sword of will and reason. Sure, it'll work against the daemons, but it'll also turn on anyone who upsets their order. You can count on that. I like these bros. Who are you now? The restoration of order through will and reason. That's the polar opposite of daemons, and something only humans are capable of. Such deep words. Will do well to remember them. Okay, you sound a little brainwashed, probably because I voiced you that way, but we could pretend that that's just how you talk. Oh, these adorable little chillins. I love her outfit. Hi, Melecta. Hey, Drunk Gandhi. How are you doing, man? It's settled. I'm going to become a soldier and devote my life to the people. I will bring an end to this world's suffering. Whoa, settle down. You're pretty impressionable, aren't you? Super impressionable. Shepherd Artorias. Never seen the like. I've never prayed with real conviction in my life, but if he believes, I want to believe too. I feel the same way. Shall we go to the cathedral? Now that the ceremony is over, it should be open. Aha. Oh, I thought they were hugging because of the way the old man's hand is and how I had the camera lined up. It was like that, and I thought that they were hugging each other. I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. I keep forgetting because why can you... What do you mean you can only host via your phone? It's fine that you keep forgetting. I'm just curious as to what you mean. Welcome back, Douse. I don't think we have enough... Whoa. I forgot that everything respawns. What was this place? Oh, let's not come in here. Let me just grab this soul and leave. Because that's where we're supposed to go. So naturally, I'm not going to there. Missed the ceremony? The hosting thing happens to you too? What do you guys mean? Ooh, do we get to listen to this guy play a banjo? Or is that shamisen? If it's a shamisen, he's not using a thing. That was so amazing.
I'd like to order some extra friends for the hype gang, please.
Shoyu? Is that the same Shoyu from Bumble? Either way, we need to welcome you properly. And so we will do a fancy dance, a fancy dance, a fancy dance to show you that we're happy that you joined us. Fancy dance, and so we dance like this, and I know that the rest of the hype gang is dancing too. Everyone's dancing, everyone's dancing, everyone's dancing, 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 dancing. Woo, woo, woo. Thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing, man? What? Anyway, that was so amazing. I feel so optimistic about the future now. The only thing you think was amazing was the face of that musician. No, it was the shepherd's speech and the music and the face of that musician that were amazing. That was cute. Doing good. Love Tales. Have you played a bunch of them? I played Symphonia and that was it. I've only played 2 JRPGs in my life. The first of which was Final...
Shepherd! Savior of
Hang on a second.
mankind who guides us through the darkness. What an appropriate title for Lord Artorias. I believe in him. As long as we
Hi,
have
puppy.
Shepherd
Look at
Artorias,
pup.
we'll make it through this era of disaster.
Shepherd Artorias.
How pompous can you get?
Artorias has already seized control of all religious and secular power in Midgand. But now that he's taken on this new title, he's no longer just an authority figure. He's become the very hope of the masses.
A dangerous opponent indeed.
After seeing that,
No one...
will you still fight him?
Of
Yes.
course I will. He could be a god for all I care. I'll have my vengeance,
I mean,
no matter what.
he's kind of treated like a god. Hi, puppy. Aw, pet the pup. Pretend I'm petting the puppy, because that's where I wanna. You're doing the river dance from the waist up! That's funny. But yeah, so I played Final Fantasy VII for the first time last year, and then I played Tales of Symphonia also last year, so this is my 3rd JRPG in my entire life. The shepherd is building a great temple to the Empyrean to the north along Danon Highway. I'll visit it as soon as it is complete. Alright. Crazy lady. Alright, I know we already went in all these corners, but there's new dialogue, and I want to get all of the souls a second time. Oh, we get this chest again? What? Cool. Tekken character? And you didn't know that I hadn't played any. Most of the. If you look at the list of games, like, I didn't grow up with consoles, so I didn't play a lot of the stuff that people just assume I have played. Or assume that most people have played. I, like most other exorcists, was an ordinary, powerless human until 3 years ago. In fact, I was less than ordinary, frightened of visions and imagined voices. But after the Advent, I found I had the power of resonance. After learning from Artorias that such power could save the world, I joined the Abbey. You must have been chosen by the Empyrean because you're brave enough to face the daemons. But do you know the price of that power? I ask, angrily. Plain pendant. Neat. I'm glad we came back over here, because we couldn't go in that corner before. Tales, Final Fantasy and Tales are really solid. Yeah, I liked both of them. I really enjoyed both of them. I would say that so far I'm liking this one more. I think probably because the characters are more interesting. Midgand is a great nation that overthrew chaos and united all the land for a century of peace. I'd believed that legacy was destroyed by the Daemon Blight, but the Shepherd's strength has revived it. We will all work together to restore the peace and honor of this land once new. Of this land we once knew, perhaps? Maybe? Tekken is a one-on-one fighting game. Oh, it's also Bandai Namco. I did not know it was Bandai Namco. I knew it was a fighting game, but I haven't really ever played fighting games. So I don't know any of the characters. I know a bit about Street Fighter V because of Fred, and we have people over to play Street Fighter on Mondays now, which is why I gave myself Monday off from streaming, or Monday night off, I should say. Welcome! Are you sightseeing in the capital? If you're hungry, a plate of Mabo curry at the tavern simply cannot be beat. Man, I love Japanese curry. It's so good. I like lots of curries. Japanese curry is really good. I like Indian curry. I don't care for Thai food. I find it to not be worth the money. It's not like gross, but it's not anything special. Like I've tried a bunch of different Thai dishes and they just, well, I guess that's not entirely true. There was a homemade coconut curry that I had when I was in college because we did a potluck for one of my anthropology classes, and that was really good. But I like all the different dishes that I've ordered from restaurants have just been like nothing special, and I'm like, why would I pay money for this? Their other dishes are also fantastic, so... Oh dear, the boss will have my hide for advertising other places. Well, I appreciate it. You're cute. You're adorable. What's by your feet? You found chipped copper coin, but you don't have room to carry them all? Take 4 and abandon the rest. What do I do with them? Like, how do I... That's strange. Who do you like to play in Street Fighter? Oh, I don't play because everyone that we have over has been playing, like, their whole lives. So I don't play anything. I don't play. Fred tried to teach me once, but I was like trying to be decent in Overwatch at the time, and there's also Dota that I always am trying to be good at. I just didn't have time to learn another type of game, especially one that I basically had to learn from scratch. So like I picked up Nikali and he learned me how to do the stomp, and that's all I can do. I know how to stomp with Nikali, and that's about it. And when I was, like, a baby, meaning, like, probably 1.5, my dad used to play Street Fighter on whatever PC we had. And he would ask me who I should play. I think it was the, like, original Street Fighter. And I said, play Blanca! Play Blanca! Is the only character whose name I knew. So I wanted him to play Blanca. I like Chun-Li, but I don't play much Street Fighter. Nice. I watch a much more Street Fighter than I play. I think the only Thai thing I had was duck on fried rice. That sounds good. I really wanted, like, something... Like, I mean, I can get fried rice from a Chinese food place, you know? Welcome back, Garrick! Game Dude plays Ken. I don't know any Ken players. Our roommate Dan plays Rashid. Fred can't decide on a character because he doesn't really like love any of them, but he plays some Ibuki, some Colleen. And there's one other one that he, like, kind of messes around with. Akuma. And then our friends kind of, like, pick whatever. One of our other friends plays Cammy. Everyone kisses Artorias' boots and let him do whatever he wants, but I don't trust him. What kind of man says he'll save the whole world and expects nothing in return? I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. The kind of man who knows that he's a guilty butthole. Wait. Oh, that must be outside. Oh.
It's a history book titled The
Cool.
Rise and Fall of
I didn't-
Midgand. About 800 years ago, our continent was conquered by a military force from another continent. Few records exist of the following 500 years. A period known as the Era of Darkness, or the Dark Period. Then 300 years ago, a great hero named Claudin Asgard reunited the kingdom, bringing an end to the Dark Period.
Claudin, huh? Where have I heard that name before?
I don't know, but
All
apparently
right.
we're getting a
That's
cutscene.
enough for today.
Cool.
Thanks for teaching me, Arthur. Your techniques are so amazing. Where did you learn them?
They came from my own master, a man named Claudin. He developed them himself.
Wow, they're so graceful. I wish I could move like that.
I've taught you the forms, but for some reason your execution deviates from the ideal.
Well, my body just kinda moves on its own.
You're a handful, Velvet. But I will say you do resemble Claudin some. He was a strange person himself. He always wore this peculiar cape, for instance.
Cape, you say?
Deep down, Claudin was strong like fire, vivacious like water, steadfast like earth, and free like wind. I can't help but admire him to this day.
Wow, I'd love to meet him.
He's probably dead.
Sadly, that's impossible.
Is he... dead?
Yes, he is. He died to protect me. That's why
No way.
Hold
The
on.
events recounted
I'll
in this
speak when
book
this is
happened
done.
300 years ago. It can't be the same Claudin.
Of course it can. Why not?
Velvet, are you okay?
I'm fine. Don't mind me.
Daijoubu.
King Claudin was quite strong, wasn't he?
He was more than just that. He's the most well-loved and trusted king in our history. Or so the book claims.
To this day, all of Midgand's rulers claim to be direct descendants of King Claudin Asgard. Knowing that, there might be meaning behind them bestowing Artorias with the grandiose title of Shepherd. I could see it as an attempt to recreate the same glory enjoyed by the Hero King who ended the Dark Period.
If that's true, it's a childish ploy. The world's not so easily changed.
I wouldn't be so sure. What matters is that the title inspires hope in the people, who in turn give him their support. Then,
Legit.
as their shepherd, he can guide his flock in any direction he pleases.
If Artorias knowingly accepted that title, we can be sure he's fully committed to his cause.
Oh, he's certainly committed. I've seen just how far he's willing to go.
I love that I'm rewarded, like my backtracking is rewarded with story. That makes me so happy. Hope all's going well. It is. I feel so much better. I liked playing Chun in Street Fighter 5, but you play Cammy, or Street Fighter 4, but you play Cammy in 5. Garrick is Chun-Li man. Started with Chun-Li in Street Fighter 2, then moved to Sagat. Yeah, Fred liked Sagat. And in the previous game, he played... In 4, he played Jury. And just Ryu most of the time if you want to play Street Fighter. Fred has problems with Street Fighter 5, though. He misses the footsies. He's like, 5 doesn't really feel like Street Fighter to me because they dumbed it down. And it's... It's just like rush down, mix up, rush down, mix up. Ooh, hello. I choose to believe him because I don't know any better. He likes the mind games. He's like, 4 was more like a game of chess. With like the spacing and the footsies. And I think he really misses that. The optional stuff in this game is very satisfying, at least the story stuff. Yeah, that's... Like, I'm not gonna backtrack to grind out levels or anything, but I will backtrack to talk to all of these people and stuff. I think that's neat. The great cathedral is up ahead. To think that I once thought it was such a large and wasteful building. How sinful I was. I think you're fine. So we're gonna... Oh, I wish I could have seen the speech. I would have gone myself if I hadn't been forced to work here at the last minute. You know how it is. When there are this many customers, we can't very well turn them away, right? Yeah, I want to make sure that I've gotten everything in this little area. And then we're going to go to the cathedral, because we haven't been there. Ah, what a stirring speech! My spirit feels invigorated! Indeed, I've spent my whole life being selfish. I'm ashamed to admit it, but it's true. I'm glad you've made that realization. Hearing it inspires us to become better examples, too. Yes, we have to refine ourselves further to better answer to the will of the people. Okay, great. I'm glad to hear. Okay. So we've spoken to everybody. We went up in that corner. I'm gonna save. And we'll go to the cathedral because we couldn't go here before. And then we'll come back in and we'll go to the tavern and progress the main story. Expedition has returned. I was just wondering when that would happen.
Take a look at this.
Oof. Oof. Tuna soy sauce, dried fish.
This will be big. What a treasure!
Red jeweled pendant, a pendant found at the center of a raging windstorm on the Lehman Sea, said to occasionally emit a sound like the howling of a beast. New skill learned, Rangetsu basic training. New attachment discovered, spyglass. Very neat. Explore this area again. This is literally the only one we can do.
Scout ship setting sail.
Oh shit, okay, so there's a lot of stuff to find in here. This little, like, I'm gonna call it a mini-game, which is not really an accurate term for it, but has surprising depth. Hello. Welcome to the Cathedral of the Church of Midgand. The honorable head of our organization has withdrawn from his duties. Services are now performed by the High Priest. Please stay and offer your prayers to the Empyrean. I shall do no such thing, you wiener barrel. I actually, when I was little, I had a fish named Wiener Barrel. Because my dad is ridiculous. So, hey Elfman, how you doing today? All the girls are furiously cleaning their rooms so they get to play Diablo 3 at 2. Oh, that's nice. But yeah, I had a fish named Wiener Barrel. So when I was little, my parents got me fish as a pet. I had three fish. I think to start I had 3 fish. And I named them Hannah. One was named Hannah, one was named Jellybean. Hannah was after someone in my family who had died. I didn't know her very well. I think it was Grandma Hannah. I think it was like my great-grandma on my mom's side. So it was like my mom's grandma. And then there was one that was kind of a bully. And I was like, I don't know what to name this one. My dad goes, name it Wiener Barrel. I was like, okay. Sleepy. It's 3 a.m. Oh my goodness. It's so... Where are you located again? I forget. Parental bribery, nothing like it.
Lord Artorias' speech was so wonderful. I teared up halfway through.
I was so worried when the demons appeared. I am so glad I put my faith in the Abbey.
The exorcists put their lives on the line to protect us. We've got to do what we can to help.
I want to marry the shepherd when I grow up.
Now that's popularity.
Ignorance is bliss.
I had 2 of those fish that, like, clean the algae off surfaces. And I was watching them go like, blum, 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 on the glass. And so I named them Mach 1 and Mach 2, because that, to me, was the description. Oh, right, Australia, yes. It is sleepy time in Australia, for sure. Barrel of dongs. That, in my child's brain, was the description of what they were doing. So I named them Mach 1 and Mach 2. The Empire and Lord Artorias requested our aid in an honest and straightforward way. If we ignored that plea, why, our bacon wouldn't even be worth saving. Aye, we'll work together to rebuild the world. No, we'll build an even better world. Lord Artorias has made a believer of me. Yeah, not you. Trying to speak too hurt. order, and will, eh? I guess there's just no miracle cure for the world after all. Astronauts? What? You can't give up. That's what Lord Artorius says. You're right. It's important to remember that. We'll do our best each day like he does. Ganbarimasu, she says. Ganberry Masu. That's how you pronounce that. You Ganberry Mass. How do I... Okay, so I have these chipped copper coins. Do I, like, sell these? Like, what do I do with these? I can't even pick up anymore. As a kid, I had 200 axolotls. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Axolotls as pets. It got old fast. I don't know what those are. I heard one of the Dragonias joined the Abbey. Is that true? Yes, that would be Lord Oscar. He serves as one of our praetors, an exemplary one at that. So they sent their useless leech of a younger son, so they could have a close tie to the shepherd. Well played, House Dragonia. You always were excellent schemers. The exorcist at the prison was a nobleman? I don't know, but we fucked him up good. Tarnished silver coin and a soul. We have 59, still not enough for that cat box. I need to stop calling it a cat box. Cat's chest. Crate. Cat's box. Life bottle. Do-do-do-do. Alright. We've almost been in every corner. Do-do-do-do. Look it up then. Their other name is Mexican walking fish. Well, I can't look it up right now, dude. I'm streaming. Oh, come now. It's high time we let our grandchildren take over, and you're still stubborn as a mule. Fair! I won't give up because of a little back pain. I came here to pray for all of creation, not to make selfish demands of others. Okay. What do you have to say? Not all the clergy is pleased with the privileges granted to Lord Artorius and the Abbey. The fact that your activities are not hindered by this is due to the graciousness of High Priest Gideon. It would serve you well to remember that. Of course, Lord Artorius and the rest of us are eternally grateful for all the High Priest does for us. It's a fish with legs. Alright. Poor fishy. It's not his fault you got bored. He's just walking around being a fish. This music reminds me a lot of Symphonia. I still can't remember what those basses were called. You know the ones. You all know what I'm trying to get at.
That is one impressive cathedral. It fits the capital.
Yes. It's incredible.
It's as I
like
heard.
this, like, throne-looking
It wasn't
thing.
built using Moloch arts, but the latest architectural engineering
Reverse
techniques.
mermaid.
Look at those arches, the mathematical logic, the structural ornamentation. This is an architectural marvel.
So, is that Empyrean in there?
I highly doubt it. Empyrean worship has become mostly symbolic over the years. This cathedral wasn't built as a place of worship. It's commemorative.
The ones that
to
are
celebrate the
belong to
continent's
us.
unification.
No, not
In
those
other
ones.
words, a show of power.
That explains why they spared no expense.
It's too early to be impressed. This is just the entrance, and it's unfinished. They're constructing a colossal temple inside here.
Oh, yeah?
They say it'll take centuries to complete.
Centuries? That's insane. How could they think that's a good idea?
Your guess is as good as mine. I suppose that sometimes Humans just have a need to push their limits.
Sometimes?
Yeah, seriously.
Like
The
all the
Reaper
time.
and a demon are
Human nature.
shaking their heads at this overwrought monstrosity. Intrinsic worth, 0.
I wonder what it'll look like when it's finished.
Alrighty. Aw, there's not one hiding in there? Alright, that's fine. That's fine. I gotta check all the pews. Man. What do does anyone know what I do with these? Exalted Empyrean, please grant me this. See, I took the R from grant and put it into please. Please grant me the salvation. Please save my family and watch over our land. If you grant us salvation, I vow to donate 10,000 gold each month to your causes. Holy fuck! I am sure that the great Empyrean will answer your prayers, so be sure to give us that money. As for donations, please speak to me later. Wow! Look at this little chillin'. Praying is so boring. I want to go home. I agree with you. I like her hair too. The Grand High Priest is the head of the church and several high priests serve under him. But the Grand High Priest retired after transferring his authority to Lord Artorius of the Abbey. That means he runs the church while the high priests are in charge of the church services. I see. I always thought the Abbey was a branch of the church, but I guess that's not the case. Well, not anymore. If that was the case to begin with. Alright, I don't want to talk to this guy right now. Gotta get this soul. What did the guy with a gun in church say? Pew pew pew! Okay, I liked that one. Pew pew pew! I approve.
Come, sinner, and repent your wicked deeds.
Nah, I'm good.
Repent? Are you talking to me?
Yes. When I look at your vestments around your chest, your hips, I can tell your sins are many and deep.
Say that again.
Not as deep as my vagina.
What were you staring at?
Well, mankind is rife with sin, and I am no different. You must acknowledge
Wow,
your
what a perv.
misdeeds and confess them to the great Empyreans.
What did the fox
By
say?
confronting your sinful urges,
I don't know the
you
song
will be
well.
empowered to resist them.
Is that so? You're saying I just need to confess all the bad things I've done.
Yes, confess your darkest sins, my child, assured that none is beyond the forgiveness of the Empyreans.
I'm sorry, I made you spit on
Hear
your
my
teeth.
confession. When I was in prison, I instigated a riot and used it to break myself out.
Huh?
Then I set fire to some warehouses in town and stole a ship to make my getaway. Then I teamed up with some pirates to destroy a military fortress. I killed anyone who got in my way.
What?
What do you think, Father? Will the Empyreans forgive me?
I think you should turn yourself into the Abbey and let them help you repent.
That's convenient. I'm already planning on going to the Abbey. You see, I'm going to kill their boss, Artorius.
I need an exorcist over here! Quick! Somebody! Anybody!
That's about how I figured it'd go.
And we can still talk to him, that's hilarious. He says a different thing to each character. Wait, can I talk to him using different people? Can I walk around as different people? I mean, I know you could do that in Symphonia, so I shouldn't be surprised. But I didn't, like, immediately see a way to do it, so I just haven't. Help! Exorcists! Oh, I see. So, like, if I... Like, what if... How do I... Yeah, I don't know how to, like, walk around as a different character. Oh, don't tell me that, Senferon. I know you were just trying to, be helpful, but I don't want to know anything that will happen later in the game, no matter how small. Just for future reference, it's not a big deal. What do I do with those copper coins, though? Do I sell those? Like, I can't pick up any more and it's bothering me. Oh, what did the fox say? Nothing, it's dead? I didn't even realize that was the rest of the joke. What a bizarre joke. Save. Okay. So, let's check how many cat's souls we have and see if we can open that, open the box up here. Elfman, I don't like fake spoilers either, so please refrain. Fake spoilers are against the rules in this channel. Real fake jokes, hinting at events, all that sort of thing is bannable. Finally, some Lecta! Hey, Bati! Do you change character order to walk around as a different character? I have no idea. Coins are for selling, and all items with that same symbol are just to sell. Okay, cool. Kind of like junk. How are you doing today, Bati? I've only got 66 cats spirits or souls or whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah! So you will ban me for joking? About spoilers, yes. It's in my written rules, dude. I mean, I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm just reminding everyone who's here that that's not something that I enjoy, and it's like I ask the same thing of everyone, which is don't. Looked it up, the coin thing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Looked up the coin thing. Not looked it up, that's not... Those are not words. That's not... Ah, gimme coins. Ooh, we can go up here too. Give me soul. 67. Good peek in this room. What's on this couch? More coins. It's alright. Like I said, I'm not gonna I'm not calling for mods to ban you right now. I mean... But just for the future, it's okay. Anyway. Oh, not a lot of folks come in here with children. We're a tavern, but we've got some good food. Okay, thanks.
What'll it be?
Some food for the boy.
Mabo curry is our specialty. It takes a week to stew properly.
Mabo curry.
So good.
Some of that, then. Say, do you know a man named Baskerville? I heard we might find him here.
That old
Bye,
man?
Remy. Thank you so much for
Scoundrel
hanging.
and criminal who went against the
I
rules of the
appreciate
Abbey. They executed him long ago.
Oh.
That was her reaction. Oh.
Velvet, this Mabo curry is amazing.
She can't taste it.
You get along so well.
Aww.
Is he your brother?
Doing great. Bit of a sore throat, but fine otherwise.
No, he wouldn't be, would he? After all, your brother was murdered before your eyes.
What the mother
How
shits?
do you know that?
The shadows watch those who flinch from the light.
So the guild is still active, even after Baskerville's arrest?
That's right.
That was
Just
startling.
like how Ifrid's crew continues their piracy, even without their captain.
So you're the contact?
Lazy Sunday. I'm
What
doing
may I
good.
help you with?
I want to know what Artorias is planning.
Information such as that? It won't come cheap.
That's okay, I have a lot of money.
I have here a list of jobs, not one remotely legal. Take
She
care
doesn't
of
give a
all
fuck.
of them, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Fine. Destroy goods. Search for missing man. Foil an ambush. Ooh. What game are you lazily playing, Bati? I'm doing really well. I had a migraine when I woke. I felt like shit yesterday. I had a migraine today as well. But I took a couple of migraine pills, so I feel much better, and I'm able to continue streaming, which is always good. Because I love hanging out with you guys. I'm going to start doing Diablo 3 bounty runs with the whole family. Gonna leave your stream up, just might not be as talkative. No worries, man. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I know you'll have fun hanging out with the family. Lurk, 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 lurk. Yeah, lurking is totally okay. Alright, guys, which one of these three do you want me to do? Pick 1 for destroy goods, 2 for search for a missing man, 3 for foil an ambush. 1, 2, or 3. I'll let you guys pick. Because obviously I've never experienced any of these, so they're all equally new to me. Alright, we've got a vote for 1. A vote for 3. I'll give it a little bit. 1 for destroy goods, 2 for search, 3 for foil an ambush. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Do a little dance for 1, 2, 3. Gadoop boop 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 boo. Either that or I'll flip a coin if nobody else votes. Since we have a tie currently. Do I even have a coin nearby? I know I have coins a place. I can do... Oh, bye, pen. Bye. Yeah, I don't have anything to throw. Hey, Collision! How you doing? It's good to see you. Looks like Destroy Goods has won. Thank you guys for the input. We'll do this one. Played some Rocket League with Dukes and Yara this morning. Oh, that sounds so fun. Rocket League is super fun, but I'm terrible at it. Some more Rocket League with a friend just before I popped in here. Haven't played in a while. Had a headache the other day because I skipped 1 night of sleeping. Oh no! I want you to destroy goods in red crates stored at a warehouse in Port Zexon. Sure. Played some Killing Floor with Norv that night too.
Take this with you as documentation.
I love Killing Floor.
It's fake, but it's a good fake. It'll hold up to
did you play 1 or 2? Both of which I have.
It's registered to Mogulu's menagerie.
Lol. That's funny.
Oh? Was that not the name you gave to the guard at the gate?
She's like very.
I can see you're a group to be reckoned with.
Report back here once you're finished. However,
information broker.
Be aware that should you fail...
Then this conversation never took place. Got it. I'll cause you no trouble.
I appreciate your understanding. You're welcome to stay the night, free of charge. Forget about work until the morning comes.
Her tone of voice does not sound very inviting, though.
Right. You're missing Captain Eyfried.
Co, is
the
this
captain
your,
has done
one
much
of your
toward
2
our
hours
viability.
Of free time this
I promise
Saturday?
that I'll share anything I hear about him for no charge.
Interesting.
Thanks. All we know is there was a pendulum on the ground at the last place he was seen. And that
should join
Legate
us sometime?
Melchior is connected
Absolutely,
to the
it
captain's
sounds like fun.
disappearance. How? We don't know.
No, you're working? Well, you're always working. But it's good to see you anyway. That looks like whiskey and I want it. It's got like a demon-y skull.
Sounds like you've got problems of your
bat
own.
wings.
Do you really have time to take on ours as well?
I could ask you why you've tied yourself up with Velvet.
Me? I've got a debt to repay. Without her, there's no way I'd have ever found my
This music
blade
is
again.
interesting for
A
this
demon
scene.
repaying a debt? Ridiculous.
As ridiculous as a pirate Moloch, you think?
Yeah, it sounds like you really enjoy your job.
No matter how
So-
you look at it, there's nothing
Can't fault
reasonable
you.
about our rogue existence. And in this brave new world governed by reason, a rogue can either rage and become a monster like me,
Or band together with others. Like a ship full of pirates, perhaps.
Ooh, his eyes are so pretty.
Exactly.
I didn't realize they
admire
were like
Velvet's
a
courage,
turquoisey.
squaring off against the whole world on her own. Few can accomplish that. It takes strength. Real strength. And I'm curious where it comes from.
Anger and love
So you're
intertwined.
doing it for yourself after all?
Is that so wrong?
No. I'm the same.
I like that a lot.
I need allies on my side, with the strength and courage to combat this so-called order imposed by the Abbey.
But everyone's like doing things for
But
selfish
anyone who's
reasons.
willing to put up with the creed folly of Ifrid's pirates has to be an even bigger fool than we are.
That's not something that I'm used to seeing.
So I'm like you. I want to know how deep her foolishness goes.
She'd kill you if she heard that, you know.
At least in the anime and
It's a compliment.
stuff like
Fools
this that
that
I've
big
seen.
aren't born every day.
Aha. And I imagine your dear Captain Ifrid's much the same.
Aye. That man flies his full flag proudly.
Full flag. This game has quite a bit of positive reviews on Steam. I'm loving it so far. I have, like, no complaints. For the most part, I have no complaints. I should probably explain.
The shepherd
I'll
Artorias.
do it after this cutscene.
He's got the populace eating from the palm of his hand. I wonder... Just how deeply will the fangs of our would-be tragic heroine scar this broken world of ours? I've got a traitor to find, but in the meantime, this should be a good show.
That was very loud and sudden. Nice little riff, though. Travel permit, and we got the Mabo curry recipe. That's awesome. Okay, hold on a second. So my complaints are super, super minor, and there's two of them. One is that I was really excited, and I'm gonna spoil the beginning of the game for you. Velvet is clothed, like fully clothed, her bits aren't dangling out. Her bits are not flopping around, and I got really excited because that's not something that I'm used to seeing, and it was a nice change. And then clearly she becomes bit flopping. So like that disappointment was like, aw man. I was so excited to have a character that was like covered up for a change. It's fine to have some with their bits flopping out, but I was excited to have something different for once. And then it was not different. I was like, oh shit. So it's like something really minor. Like I think she looks pretty cool, but you know. Anyway. So that was a minor thing, and then sometimes when I have two NPCs next to each other, I end up talking to the same one twice. I mean, you can like quickly skip through the dialogue, so it's not a big deal, instead of it targeting the other one. Such a minor thing that it's like, whatever. I know I can make her wear her old clothes, but story-wise, that doesn't make sense. She wouldn't have them. Like, I'm just going with the clothing that the game gives me. I do think it's neat that you can change their costumes, but it really would not make sense at all, story-wise, and I want to see how the costumes, or like how their outfits may or may not progress through the story since there already was a change. Queen of the Underboob. Yeah, kinda. But other than those two very minor things, I'm loving the game. All the characters are really interesting, and I want to, like, figure them out and get all this backstory. The world is interesting, and it doesn't have anything to do with the other one Tales game that I've played. So it's nice to just be able to hop in and be like, oh, here's a new thing. Yeah, I said that too. I was so happy about her villager clothes, and then womp womp. I know. Anyway. Ooh. Cutscene. Sounds great. Wishlisted. I'm
kind face for such
loving
a
it.
hard woman.
Nice.
She knew about me in our cover. She's got ears everywhere.
And that's not all. She called the papers fake, but they're not.
So she's got spies working on the inside, too.
I heard that her predecessor, Baskerville, was a monument against authority. But to think he was executed.
They've lost their leader, but remain
The way
unconquered.
it's meant to
Not
be
an
played.
organization
Video.
to trifle
Yeah,
with.
man.
That's how they have to be to take on the Abbey. We'd better succeed on our missions, and not just to get the information we need.
Yeah. Besides, I'd like to get another of those drinks, too.
You're a
looked
man
really
of
good, those
taste.
drinks.
That place always has the best.
You'd better work hard too, if you want more Mabo curry.
I will.
Adorable. My expedition has returned. But yeah, this game is fantastic so far, and every time, like each day that I've played it, and it's time for the stream to end, I'm like, aw man, because I don't want to put the game down, I want to keep playing it.
Take a look at this.
Yes, yes!
Well. Now here's a fine haul.
Score! We've leveled. We got tuna and soy sauce. And a new area. Cool. Diomel Islands. So we can still get more things. It really bothers me that I don't know how to scroll through those materials. Like, how does one scroll through? Aha! I figured it out. So there's only one thing in the Layman Sea that we haven't got. So I'm gonna explore this place one more time, and then next time we'll go to Diomel.
Scout ship setting sail.
Yeah! Scout ship! This is coins, right? Okay. We're gonna sell off these coins. Yeah, I think this game is really interesting, at least to me, because at least for the media that I've consumed. Yep. What you doing up there? At least the media that I've consumed, you don't normally get to see things from, like, the bad guy's point of view. Like, there's definitely bad guys in media that I've experienced where, like, their reasons make sense. They're just going about things in what I would consider, like, an evil way, quote-unquote, just to simplify things. But it's really interesting to be playing Velvet who is that person. Like, she is the bad guy who is going about things in a very, like, it's naughty. She, like, just goes around and kills everyone. She doesn't, like, have any morals, really. I mean, she does, like, underlying she has morals, and so do most of the, like, interesting bad guys in other places. But it's really interesting to me, someone who always plays a goody-goody and help everyone and try not to kill people, even in games where, like, killing is the main objective. Like, it's really interesting to me to see it from this perspective. I don't know, I think it's super neat. Fine drink, fine food, and free talk with fine friends. This is what a tavern should be. A man needs a place like this in his life. I would love a place like this. The red crates should be in the furthest storehouse at Port Zexon. Report to me when you're done. I didn't even realize that was her. Dealing with customers here is harder than any job the Bloodwings will throw at you. Bloodwings? Care to see for yourself? Play serving game? Oh yeah, there was a... Let me do item exchange first. The game went from 0 to total edgelord. Yeah. I just want to sell things. I do not really understand. I want to play the serving game. Serving game rules. This is a game where you try to bring the right orders to the customers. Hopefully they don't show me the, like, backs of the heads of the guys like last time and then I have to guess. Customers who are waiting to have their orders taken will have speech balloons over their heads. Start by taking their orders. Next, head over the counter and collect the proper orders from the head cook. If you pick up the wrong order, you can get rid of it by pressing X or Y. Lastly, take the right orders to the right customers. Each time you do so, it will count as a successful order. If you bring a customer the wrong order or make them wait too long, they will get angry and it will count as failed order. Each completed order, whether success or failure, will count toward the required amount of orders to complete each stage, but you still need to be careful. You're only allowed to a limited number of failed orders before getting game over. Each game is played in a series of 3 stages. When you finish a stage, you can choose whether to continue or quit. If you quit, you'll be rewarded with TL coins based on the number of stages you cleared. If you continue, you'll go on to the next stage. Blah blah blah, rewards will be greater. The key to the game is watching carefully for the customer's orders while working efficiently to deliver. For they get angry, you can carry multiple dishes at one time, so try to plan your route to be as efficient as possible. If you're short on time, it can sometimes be better to carry a lighter load. This is a lot more complicated than the other one. Diner Dash minigame? Yeah. I hate games or other media with this naive good plus characters that saves everyone and can't hurt even a bad guy. I know, but that's how I play everything. I can't help it. It's really difficult for me. I have too much empathy. Like, it's hard for me to be mean to people. With exceptions, of course. Alright, let's just try it out. Which character will you use? I literally have only one choice. Pudding. Pudding for the bald guy. I mean... Oh, I see. So she didn't want to order yet. Okay. Homemade bread. Oh. Wow, this looks good. Hello. Fruitcake. Order everything at once, please. Ah, soul food. Clear. Okay. Continue. I thought I had to get the orders from both of them. Risotto. This is so much easier than the other game. Fruitcake, and he runs really fast. Risotto again? I don't blame you, man. I would eat so much risotto. Oh, hello. Wow, this looks good. Hello, pudding. He likes fruitcake and pudding, this guy. Yeah! What even is this? I think it's a staple of the Tales games, because there was a worse version of it in Symphonia. But the characters, like, came up to the counter, and all you could see was the backs of their polygon heads. And then you had to, like, and then they would sit down at a random table, and you had to order, like, they would all order in a row. So, like, you'd have, the first stage would have, like, 3 people come up and order a thing, and sometimes the backs of their heads would look the same, so you didn't know which one was which. And then they would go sit down, and you'd have to order, like, make all 3, and then order multiples of each dish at the same time, too, sometimes. So you'd have, like, I want 3 crab rangoon and 2 risotto for, like, 1 person. And you'd have to go and, like, find them. It was a lot harder. I'll venture the pudding. Smells so good. He also wants pudding. Don't ever do this to your waiters. Like, don't order all staggered like that. Mild curry. Wow, looks good. She'll venture the pudding again. Okay. Pudding. Mild curry. Pudding. And mild curry. Okay, so it just gives the first one first. I see. You got 300 Tails coins. Okay, I'm not gonna do it again. I could get a perfect score, but whatever. Oh, you're so earnest and innocent, it hurts. Keep this up, and I think you'll find yourself with your very own fan club. Put this uniform on and keep at it. Obtained servant clothes for Laphicet. That's cute. A simple waiter's uniform for a boy excited about his first job. This game is like the transition between Jak and Daxter and Jak 2. Never played either of those. Starts off bright and happy. I'm not going to read the rest of that because I don't want to have expectations for the rest of the game. You want to play those games again? Here's a nice bow tie to go with your uniform. Remember, looking professional is half the job. Servant's bow tie. Good work. Okay, cool. Yay! Wait, we got these dudes to talk to? This is the Bloodwing Butterflies Bar. That's a terrible name. That's a lot of bees. I run a tavern for a living. It's hard enough providing a pleasant place for people to drink, but the Abbey doesn't care for this sort of establishment, and they're putting pressure on me. So I use what methods I can to push back. It's all part and parcel of being in the business. Being in the biz. I remember one time I was at a restaurant and 3 WWE wrestlers came in. Dear God, those guys could eat. Oh, I imagine. Because they must just burn so many calories that they just have to eat a fuck nut ton. I know, but if it reminds you of something, and you had a specific experience for that, you might be right.
Destroying red crates in a warehouse? Doesn't sound very nice.
Have we ever been nice?
I suppose not.
I'm just.
This is a
just
contract job,
sorry,
so let's
me.
keep costs down. I'll call the Von Eltia and have her draw the guards away.
If you would.
What will we be destroying?
Now I can play it as
Who
Roku.
knows?
That's
hardly our concern.
Once was enough for me. Alrighty. There's more people to talk to? Hi. A dog is a man's best friend. If you're attacked by demons, a cat will run away, but a dog will stand and defend its master. I think everyone should have a guard dog. Okay. I sure do like that. That puppy looks scared. That puppy does not look like it's having a good time. Poor baby. He's like, it's crowded and loud and I don't like it. Daddy, can we have a dog? I'm not sure. Your mother wouldn't like it. But alright, I'll get you a dog to watch over you like a knight. Hooray! I'll take it for walks every day. Except for when it's raining or I don't want to, and then I'll ask you to do it just this one time, please, but just this one time will be like every time. Each one ate about what a party of 4 would eat. It was mind-boggling. Wow. Should I keep enhancing the weapon I'm using now or just buy a new one? Weapon enhancement is so tricky. It's tricky, but if you do it right, you'll end up with a weapon that can hurt demons, exorcist or no. It's worth the worry, I promise you. Okie dokie. That's neat, Pete. I don't know why I said that. Don't ask me. Hello. Watching over goods in an alleyway. What's my life come to? That's what my life has come to. Just kidding. Oh, if only I could have been an exorcist. As if. Then you'd have to risk your neck fighting demons every day. Thanks, but no thanks. Guys, I have to pee really bad. I'm not going on a long break. Just like 60 seconds. I'll be right back. Not even gonna put up the AFK screen. Alrighty. Alrighty, spread. Here we go, ba-doom. I don't think we have enough cat souls. Cat's souls yet. There's a lot to explore. I'm just gonna briefly... Here she is again. I prefer the performance here to the music on the other side of the plaza. Something about watching someone perform makes my heart race and brings fire to my cheeks. Now that's how you move someone. Right down to their loins! Good gracious! Their loins, I say! Oh my, what a wonderful face! Yeah. Hi.
That ceremony was simply fantastic.
I was not expecting that
Artorias'
voice.
speech was brilliant, of course, but Prince Percival was really something too. He raises up Artorias to help the country and its people, then willingly steps down. Now that's what I call a king.
You think so? Well, to me, he just looks like a wimp.
He may look that way, but he has a great inner strength. He's excelled as a scholar and a leader since he was young. His only hobby is falconry, but sadly I hear he hasn't had the time for it lately.
You seem like a big supporter of his.
Well, he's got 2 younger brothers, but just between you and me, they're dolts. Worse, they hang with a bad crowd.
So maybe
if anything were to happen to Prince
in.
Percival, the future of Midgand would be bleak.
I see. So everyone's hopes are riding on him then.
Which means Midgand's vulnerable without him.
Yeah, let's say this in front of a rando. The king has entrusted Lord Artorias with the royal villa to use as a home for the abbey. The royal family's faith has united the entire land. I suppose we need faith in something after the horrors we faced following the opening. Goodbye! I think we've seen all the things to be seen, so we'll save, and I think our quest is going to take us this way, because that was the cathedral over there, which we just looked at. And I just backtracked into there. We call this world desolation. Demon blight and famine have been rampant here, but Lord Artorias is with us now. Under his guidance, we can change the desolate land into a paradise of hope and reason. Yeah, sure, buddy. Whatever you say, man, it's fine. Yas, give me souls!
Souls. All the souls.
I see this hiding. I need to find a shop. Damn it! Oh, we only need 5 souls and we can get that cat's chest. She twirls like snowflakes and blossoms like flames. You won't see a dancer like this in the capital again. Don't miss this chance. I bet this old man's being pervy, because he's just like hardcore staring at her. Saying nothing. Apple gel! Woohoo! Ta-ding! Creepy. Yeah, he is being a little creepy. It's like, bro, you can enjoy without being creepy. The Aldina Plains stretch east from the city. It used to be a place of unmatched beauty. That was before the land started shifting around. Now the place is off limits. As if Demon Blight wasn't a problem enough, nature herself is running amok. Bloop!
Mommy, Grandma! The shepherd and the prince are both so handsome, aren't they?
Yes, they are, and they're both protecting all the people of the land.
We need to do all we can to help them.
He probably stole some balls off a statue and he's trying to take her home. You guys look sketchy. In the best way. Why, hello there. Hello.
He may be the shepherd now, but no one knows who he was before the Advent, or what he did.
No, they don't.
But he showed up one day with a mallet in tow, routed the demons, and formed a band of skilled young exorcists.
That sounds pretty suspicious.
Right? But the kingdom readily acknowledged his abilities and his conviction, and threw its full support behind him.
Maybe he plans on usurping power for himself.
Not likely. He's worked tirelessly to rebuild the church and state, and shore up the royal family's position.
Lining his pockets from the state coffers, then.
Not the slightest chance. Rather, he's got all the other higher-ups worried he's working himself to death.
Then what's he after?
Maybe there is no ulterior motive. Maybe he is our shepherd. Whatever the case, if he hadn't shown up when he did 3 years ago, Midgand would be a smoking ruin.
The expedition didn't come back while I was in the bathroom, right? Is Artorias really the savior of the world? Am I a fool for doubting him? Beats me. Zucchini. Though it looks like a cucumber, it is actually more of a pumpkin. Used in feline emperor ratatouille. I do not care for zucchini. Personally. They're not terrible, but like, if they're in front of me, I'd probably eat some of them. Happy Mother's Day, Mama Hive! Hey Dinsdale, how are you doing? How are you? How are you? Damn it, where is the shop? Goodness grapes. What is Demon Blight anyway? I've heard some say it's a plague brought over from the far continent. I think it's a curse that was once sealed away in old ruins. Someone must have unleashed it 10 years ago. The Empyreans have been venerated for centuries, but they were mostly forgotten during the Long Peace. Now Lord Artorias shows up and everyone is suddenly a believer. People can be so fickle. But Lord Artorias does have the Empyreans' blessing. That means they haven't forgotten humanity, despite our lack of faith. I may be a fickle human, but that's what I believe. What a bargain, Flargan Dargan. There's a ship, okay. Your bottom right corner, the expedition is back. I think it was... I mean, I can just look. 9 minutes. Hello! The Gaius Lake Road runs through the wetlands northeast of the city. Its depths are a nest for daemons. It leads all the way out to the Aldina Plains. Don't head that way unless you're prepared. I'll do what I want, son. Wait, is this out? I don't know, we're going over here. Doing great, just finished Skyping my faraway parents. Aw. Trying to figure out whether or not to cancel a youth group trip today. We're missing a lot of kids because of Mother's Day. Huh. What kind of a trip are you doing? Let's see if your papers are in order. Alright, move along. And none of that performance from last time again, you got that? Yeah, shush. Getting my permit was a nightmare. I needed a full background check and someone to vouch for me. The whole process took half a year. But it's worth it in the end. Once you have it, you can pretty much go anywhere freely. Anywhere, everywhere.
Greetings, Magilou's menagerie. You've come to exactly the right place.
You must be a Bloodwing. What do you want?
You already know about the Code Red demons, right?
The really strong demons that
I did
Abby
make that
once
up, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't understand what a youth group is or
we'll
does.
Reward you properly.
Reward? Why pay us when the Abbey would do it for free?
It's complicated. The Abbey is calculating in their deployments, especially where Code Red demons are concerned.
I get it. They'll only act if they determine the demon would cause more harm than the losses they'd incur in battling it. That does seem logical.
But sometimes, people have lost a loved one to such a demon. Or sometimes, they have a connection to the person the demon used to be. Wherever there's a code red demon, you can bet there are people willing to pay good money to have it killed.
And let me guess, that's where the Bloodwings come in.
Exactly. There are Bloodwings all throughout
her
Midgand who
voice.
have information on these code red demons. If you defeat a demon and report back to my comrades, they'll make sure you're well compensated.
Neat.
All right, I understand. But I won't make any promises.
Church thing? Gotcha.
That's fine. No sense in drawing up a contract when the hunter probably won't survive anyway. If you get results, let us know. We'll hold up our end. That being said, I'd feel guilty if I didn't help out at least a little, so... Here, take this.
I like her a lot.
Those Bloodwings
It's
are
like random
definitely a rough
NPC.
crowd.
To be fair, things are never that straightforward when you're dealing with demons.
All that matters is that there's something in it for us if we hunt those code red demons. The
Let's
only
do
thing
it.
better than fighting formidable foes is getting paid for it.
Just remember that these Code Red demons are tough enough to make the Abbey shiver. We'd be wise not to underestimate them.
You got
We
it.
should talk to those Bloodwings before considering any of the marks. They might have information that will help us prepare.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and we better remember to upgrade our equipment.
Right.
I have not been upgrading any of my equipment, but that's okay. You can use an Inof bottle by pressing something. By pressing something when you are in town or field. Using an Inof bottle will teleport you directly to specific locations. You can get them from shops or treasure chests. Left trigger. Okay, cool. Boo-doo-doo. Delicious dishes?
Hey, Laffy said,
What is it, Rokuro?
Mabo curry.
Huh? Oh.
His stomach grumbles
You're an
sound
interesting
like...
one. You like Mabo curry that much, huh?
It smells good. And it's creamy and kind of spicy. Eating it made me feel nice.
I'd say you love it then. Do all Malakim have such an appetite?
Each has their own tastes. Some eat a lot, some eat a little. Just like humans or demons.
What do you like, Aizen?
Drinks, I suppose.
What else?
Pretty much just drinks.
Don't you like anything else?
Is it a problem if I don't?
No. I'm just wondering.
For me, it's drinks and candied sweet potatoes.
Ew.
That's where you boil
sounds
strips
nasty.
of sweet potato in oil and then coat them in sugar.
Ew.
Right?
Yeah, I never get tired of them.
Gross.
So you like to drink, but you've also got a sweet tooth?
Yeah. Is that so strange?
No.
Candied sweet potatoes. Sounds good.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just a sign that you're alive, remember?
Right.
He doesn't believe me. He's still embarrassed. You love the meh face that was floating in the corner of this line face. That means he's done with me. Magilu was the, like, the witch lady with the ridiculous, like, Joker-looking outfit. Oh, I'm sure you're already aware, but if you screw up during a hunt and die, we aren't responsible. Good luck. Okay, bye. Oh, hello. There's a thing in this corner. I saw it. I'm not going crazy. Where am I? Huh. Alright, maybe I am. Let's see. Okay, what does the S mean? What does that mean? What are you? Studies on the Shepherd. So behind my head says Studies on the Shepherd. Destroy the red crates. So I think we have to go back. Oh, there's more places we can go now, and there's the port. Alright, so we can't go to the grayed out thing. There's a cave over there and a ziggity zaggity. So we'll go up there, because I can. Sounds delicious. I don't like sweet potatoes, and I also don't like pouring sugar onto stuff, so it just sounds fucking disgusting to me. Oh my gosh, leave me alone. Leave me be! Oh fuck, and I never found a merchant to sell my copper coins to. Pooh heads. Press A while the mission is selected. What does that do? I want the curry. We used to get something that sounds similar in Japan, but I don't remember the Japanese word for it. Yeah, that does make sense they'd be describing it. Yay! Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Snake, but I must...
I'd like to order some extra friends for the hype game, please.
Give me a second. No watch. I will welcome you properly in just a moment. Fuck you up, snakes. Oh, that's him saying that. Dark and light! Alright. Come on! Alright. Here we go. Oh, shit! Pew pew! Pew pew pew! Oh, come on! Alright, we killed him.
If you want to live, get out of my way.
Alright, we gotta welcome a new member of the hype gang, and so we do a dance. We do such a dance. We do a dance, do a dance, do a dance. Because we're fucking hyped and we want you to know it. We want you to know that we've been so hyped by you joining us. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah! Alright, well then, that was an interesting one. Oh shit, fuck! I just completely lost control of my controller there. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Aphrodite sash, an amber pendant, and a battle helmet. Hype dance! Expedition has returned. Baller! Oops.
Take a look at this.
Crap. Tuna and sea monster matter. Rangetsu basic training. I really want to get those freaking question marks. We're gonna go to the other place, I guess. Like, come on, there's just one little thing of question marks. Did you recruit one of those creepy children who were being used by that lady back on the dock? Recruit? No. Grab? Like, steal? Yes. That's gonna torture me. Alright, well...
Scout ship setting sail.
Let's see... 2 tails coins! Which are really... Oh! Have I gone over here before? I did not go over here before. How do I get over there? Saffron! Art defense. Let's see who needs to eat this. I have the shittiest art defense, so me. Me did. Yeah, I literally like grabbed his hand and ran away. And we took him on the ship with us. I see you, manster. Aha! Turned at the last second.
Let's go! See this?
I need to get out of this corner, please. Come on. I love that, like, Z move that she does. It's so neat.
One down.
Ah.
Come on, really?
Ooh, everybody levels. Water Hammer. Shadow Stepper. Foreign Daggers. I don't think anyone's gotten any mastery of anything. Ooh. Gaius Lake Road, Yawning Wetlands. This is new. It's beautiful. It's got a lot of snakes. I don't really want to fight anything just now. What is that? Looks like a fairy with butterfly wings? The music in here is also really cool. Odorless fluid. So many souls. We can get that, what is that, a rabid giant squirrel? Get the fuck out of here. Everything wants to attack me. Ooh, it just teleported. That's kind of neat. Get away, though. I don't feel the desire to fight you currently. Let me talk to you. A caravan that tried to pass through the Gaius Lake Road was attacked by daemons and wiped out. They're inspecting the site now. I suggest you turn back if you value your life. But there's stuff over there and I want it. But I guess they won't let me pass, so... So, fart noise. Ah! Avoiding battles like a boss! Alrighty. This is an interesting little detour. Yeah! Snake! Another owl poo.
I'll finish this quick. See You're wide open! You're wide open! Dead yet. Let's go!
Yeah! Just destroyed the poop out of
Hardly.
him.
These are deadly weapons.
Yes!
What'll it take to make you go all out?
Amber belt skill mastery. So I can switch belterinos. Excuse me. Alright, so we have mastered sturdy belt, amber belt. Now we need Aphrodite's stash. We can do attack +5 or HP recovery. I don't think I've been taking that much damage. At least not recently. Recently? Wait, what? Oh, I mastered this and I didn't even realize. Oops. Mastered battle, mastered amber. Here, put this on then. Cool. I think I have to check because sometimes I don't realize when they've mastered a thing. Alright, cool. Good, good, good. Run away from this dodo. I don't need to do like every single encounter in the land. Just curious. Nope, can't run in there. Jesus, that startled me. Oh, goodness grapes. Alright. I don't see any souls down there. I do? Haha, okay. Gotta get these souls, man. Gotta get these souls.
Touch the butt. Ooh, we're gonna touch the butt. Ooh!
Touching the butt. Hey, that thing you like. How are you today? Squirrel, thank you so much for that host. Oh, fuck. Get away from me! I don't want to fight any snakes right now. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just kind of wandering. That's where we just came from. Okay. How are you doing? How was, I lurked a little bit in your, St. Jude stream, but how did the rest of it go? I saw you got... When I last saw, you had exceeded your goal by about 200. You good? Happy you didn't have a hangover this morning? That's always a nice surprise. Did you celebrate your good deeds? Oh, sorry, I misread who said that. But yeah, it's always nice to not have a hangover. It's always good. Went amazing, finished at 930? Wow. That's extremely impressive. Comfrey has small value as medicine. That's great. Did you make Murph put on any more outfits? He was such a good sport. He was like, alright, I'll do it for the treats and the peanut butter. Murph did a lot of wardrobe changes. Aw, he was such a good boy. I saw the Ewok and the, like, Santa's little helper. And you were gonna put another one on him, but Surprise was like, let him be. Where did that just... Oh, there is the shiny. Damn it! I need a merchant! These wolves are so fast. Get away from me. Everyone get away! No, fuck! Oh, right. Oh, here he goes. Gargle, he says. Okay.
Victory is ours.
Annoyed that you have to cook tea tomorrow? What do you mean, cook tea? I'm perplexed. You still smell peanut butter. Nice. Well, it's all for charity, and at least peanut butter is not an unpleasant smell. Probably a little perplexing when it seems to radiate from your forehead, but... Oh, sorry about that. Whipping the camera around, making myself a little nauseous. Yeah! Fling it everywhere. So we're going this away. Tea isn't the thing you eat? Breakfast, lunch, then tea. Tea is... You don't cook tea, nor do you eat it. That's hence my confusion. Calcite fragment, yes. Wait, you call it dinner? What sort of nonsense are you on about? In England, tea is a drink and a meal of the day. I've never in my life heard of that. And I have a lot... It's British term for a light afternoon meal. I've never heard of that. I mean, I've heard of afternoon tea, but like... have tea and maybe like some biscuits or something. I don't know. Real brutal bros eat tea with a knife and fork. Or supper? I've never in my life heard of that. Ah, we're back in the port. By the order of the shepherd, we must stand united and work for all. Those who bring chaos will be punished. I don't think I shall be punished. I think I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Yelling. Sorry, I'm yelling. I'm not that sorry. Take a look around. Yes, we can finally sell our nonsense. Here we go. Armor, rings, shoes, materials? Here we go. These don't even have their own thing. So I can sell all of the stuff with the bag, right? No, as in today I had burgers with salad for tea. What? Have you heard of 5 o'clock? In regards to what? Is that like, have a beer? Alright. Amount to sell, like fucking all of them. There we go. But like, I don't need... The shop has reached level 2. You'll now receive a discount. Received Wanderer's Ventite. Okay. Yeah, I selected the category, but it didn't have its own little category at the top. But like, these aren't used in enhancements or crafting or cooking or anything, right? I can just sell them. Lovely. Meals have weird names in English? English like the language, or do you mean in England? And also, how are you doing, Anonymous? It's good to see you. Last one is materials, and there are subcategories for junk. Okay. Well, I found them here anyhow. So dried fish is junk. Garbage. Everyone's telling me to like look stuff up and Google stuff when I'm streaming today. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll get right on that, bros. Have some sea monster matter. Anyway. Yay! I can pick stuff up again. I have so much gold though, it's kind of ridiculous. Alright. Hello! Lord Shepherd Artorius. Aye, he's the man to guide us. Indeed, and with the new temple to the Empyrean Innominat, we'll see a new age of peace. Ooh, coin? Valuable coin? Alright, we're gonna come in here. In your area, it's breakfast, lunch, and tea. In northern parts, apparently lunch is referred to as dinner, and afternoon meals are called tea. Bizarre. Is this like an old-timey thing, or is it by region? I wonder. Sake! Awesome. 'Cause none of the British people I know I've never heard them say anything like this. So I'm intrigued and perplexed. In normal languages, you have a morning meal, an afternoon meal, and an evening meal. That whole dinner moving around is wacko. It's rare someone will ask what's for dinner and mean an evening meal. Huh. my degree is in anthropology, so all things cultural and linguistic are fascinating to me. If I had discovered linguistics, I say this all the time, but if I had discovered linguistics before I took a linguistics class my last semester of senior year, so I was like, oh, I was done already, practically. But if I had discovered it earlier, I probably would have majored in linguistics instead of just anthropology. Especially with the fact that I was only interested in cultural anthropology, and like all of the professors that taught the cultural classes were gone for whatever reason, whether it's sabbatical or they were doing ethnographies here and there and all over, but like there were no classes offered in the stuff that I was interested in, and when I went to sign up, no one fucking told me that. So I just got stuck studying something and taking classes that like I didn't care about, which is unfortunate. It was also really hard to get into the anthropology classes because they just let anybody in. So like I had freshman psychology majors in my like higher level anthro classes. And it's like I had to struggle to get in this class. Are you fucking kidding me? I have problems with the school I went to, but that's okay. I'm out now, it's done. In Chile, we have something we call once, which is basically a breakfast but in the evening. Like Brinner. Idea que Brinner. Thank you, Scrubs, for Brinner. Breakfast for dinner, Brinner. Some people have that instead of a dinner. Fred loves Brinner. He loves breakfast food. Art major here. I play video games for a living. I mean, that kind of transfers over a little bit. What is a major? Is that just the main course you study? Yeah, it's like the main topic that you study. Your focus of study in university. Thank you, Dick Justice. Perfect explanation. Yes, you will be majoring in psychology, exactly. Helavies. I initially read that as hella yes. Now, is minor terminology used in uni as well? Yes. Depending on how many hours you dedicate to each. Exactly. The shepherd ceremony was magnificent. I'm glad I made the trip from Helavies. But I heard Damon sacked and burned the town. Even Vortigern was attacked. I want to know what happened, but I can't find a ship home. What if my house was burned down? Oh, I'm sorry we did that. Sorry.
Nectar is a powerful nutritional supplement, but it's also addictive, so only medical professionals are permitted to make it and prescribe its use. But lately, black market nectar is being moved around in huge quantities.
Are you selling?
Don't be ridiculous. I am an honest merchant. Then again, demand for it is probably huge. Besides being highly nutritional, it is also highly intoxicating. Look at the age we're living in.
A minor is kind of
I don't
like
blame people for wanting an escape.
You think so?
a better
I think
version
good
of a
drink is far
certificate.
better.
What's peculiar about the whole thing is the Abbey. They could put a stop to it easily if they wanted to. Anyway, no one knows who's making it or how it's getting around, but good citizens shouldn't touch the stuff. Got it?
Like, you can study Japanese and take all the classes, like all the Japanese classes that your school offers, but that's not necessarily a minor. Like, you have to declare it just like your major. There's also, there's also certificates, like, you just have to say, like, I will, like, and there's different requirements for each. Like, to get the major, you have to have so many classes, like an English major, for example. You have to have taken 2 classes in modern American literature. You have to take 2 Shakespeare classes. You have to take like 3 classes in like classic literature before a certain date. So there are different requirements for each, and there are fewer requirements for minors and even fewer for certificates. Yeah, double major if you're insane. It's my plan at the moment. I'll also be joining my Uni's Quidditch team? Oh yeah? Nice. Anyway, just between you and me, I wonder where the Abbey gets all its money. They seem to have a limitless supply. Where do they get the funds to build things like that sea fort or the new temple? I don't know, they must shit gold the way everyone treats them. Ooh, I like her outfit a lot. Shepherd Artorias. Now there's a person with clever eyes, clearer eyes than a whale in the warm water. He's a great man and no mistake. Okay. Rock salt. Okay. Bye. Hey, gaming with the Yeti. Of course you can ask me a question. Or you could go full crazy like me and double major in BFA and, I'm sorry, I can't read BM without thinking bad manners. Too much interneting. And I have zero clue what that means. I'm trying to think so hard. Do you use a bot for your channel? Yes, I do. I use Phantom Bot. It's open source. You can customize it in a whole bunch of different ways. They have a lot of neat things built in. We've got ranks. We've got Bachelor of Music. There we go. We have ranks. We have a quote system. You can request for me to highlight things. I need to do some of those. I forgot. There are mini games. I don't have any of the mini games enabled. But you can do that. They have giveaways. They have a queue. So like, if I were the type of streamer to play, let's say I played Overwatch or something, and I wanted to do community games, I could have people queue up, like say, I want to play with you next, and it would keep a list. It also takes care of giveaways, all sorts of alerts, custom commands, tons of shit. Use stream elements? They're juicy? Okay. Ever since I saw the shepherd's speech, I've been praying toward the Empyrean's throne in the north. Great Empyrean Innominate, suppress the blight of daemons and deliver us from human sin. Alright, you're a little intense for my taste, but it's fine. The Abbey's new temple is being built to the north along Danon Highway. You can't visit it yet, but they'll open it to the public on the dawn of the day it's complete. Okay. So we are closing in on where we're supposed to go on our next main quest. But I think what I'm probably gonna do... we can talk to her. Cool. We're gonna speak to her and save. It's like I'm supposed to have finished this portion of today's streaming like 4 minutes ago, but I'm enjoying talking to you guys. Yeah, there's lots of different types of degrees you can have, even in music. Looks like you finished a hunt. I figured it was about time. Oh, 'cause I chose to fight that weird-looking bat. Received 1200 something for defeating the shrieking bat. Neat. Excellent timing. I just got a new request. Cool. Oh, neat! Bat Baron in Hallow. So it tells you where they are, too. That's fucking cool. This game has so many interesting... Oh! This creeping Viper Echidna looks really, really cool. I'm gonna go fight it. On the Gaius Lake Road, Yawning Wetlands. I need to figure out how to get to there. Unlocks intense battle difficulty. That's pretty cool. Alright, that's really neat. Guys, this game is so good. I can see myself spending so many hours. So many hours. You're going back to college in the summer? What are you gonna study? Alright, as much as I don't want to stop, I really should, because I still have a little bit of migraine going, and I don't want to wear myself out so that I can still do Project Pencil tonight, which is, hold on, actually. Let me check how long in the expedition. A minute 39. Alright, we will sit here until that pops up. So tonight is a special type of stream. I normally stream video game related content, but a couple of days a week I do creative. And Project Pencil is me learning how to draw. I don't know how to draw. Whatever I do end up drawing tonight is going to look ridiculous and terrible. But hopefully I will learn over time and I'll get better, and hopefully it'll be amusing to see me not able to do stuff. Kind of like cardboard cosplay, like shittily doing a thing is, is the name of my creative streams. I might put up a poll in Discord before the stream tonight. It's gonna be from 7 to 10 Eastern. Oh, asking you guys what I should try, what I should attempt to draw. I'm probably gonna draw that, just like one thing, unless I get super bored of it. But I'll try to draw just the one thing for the 3 hours. This is all, the nighttime stream tonight is also shorter than all my other streams by an hour, because realistically I've never done more than just like doodle random lines and squigglies. So I don't know how long I can actually maintain it. Like, I might get really fatigued, like my hands. Playing Sims and my dude's fun level is going up while he's in the shower. What are you doing in there, bro? Nice. Hope you get the rest. Oh, it's much better now. I took a couple of migraine pills, so it's just... I just need to make sure that I keep drinking lots of water, and I'm gonna get something to eat and kind of rest my eyes. Paper drawing or computer drawing? Paper. Hence why it's called Project Pencil. I will be using a pencil, and I have this little yellow notebook that I'm gonna keep all my drawings in. So I'm gonna like put a date in the top corner, and you guys will be able to see my progress from week to week. I don't know how much progress is going to occur, but we'll see. Oh, shit! I'm just gonna send them on.
Take a look at this.
Hold on. Alright, we lost, and then we won and we won.
Let's do this one Rangetsu style, guys!
That was a little intense. Rangetsu style! Ooh, Twin Shark, Pirate Flag, Storm Crew, and Ramfish.
This recipe looks real tasty. It looks real tasty. I need it in my veins.
Twin Shark, Twin Shark, French word. An ancient fish said to always be born in pairs, one male and one female. Tasty when pan-fried in flour and butter. Mmm, fish twins. Rangetsu basic style training. We're just gonna go here again.
Scout ship setting sail.
And then I'm gonna save and we're gonna actually quit the game. But I had such a great time streaming with you guys today. I'm glad that my headache was abated so I could keep going and not, like, it was not a struggle to keep going. Let me put it this way. So you don't have to feel bad for me or anything. I feel fine. I just want to make sure that I keep feeling fine. But yeah, hopefully I will see some of you guys tonight. I had such a great time streaming Cardboard Cosplay. The conversations that me and chat were having were just fucking fantastic. Lecter, we need to hang out tonight. I'm streaming, you dingle derp! You silly, silly man. Thanks ton for the early stream too. Yeah. I'm enjoying this new schedule. I'm pleased. But yeah, I feel fine now. Thank you guys. You care so much. But yeah, we'll play more Berseria tomorrow. I'm super excited to continue. And I hope that I see a lot of you tonight. Let's see if there's anybody for us to raid, because we've got some people being active. And I will probably, at the very least, I will lurk. Curry time? So hungry. Oh yeah, I'm hungry. Yeah, we were telling childhood stories, which was just fantastic. Probably miss Project Pencil. Will you post a picture on Discord of the finished product? I'll probably be making more than one. Like, I'm not going to try to make a super detailed whatever I'm drawing. So I'm going to click on a channel. I've never rated her before, but I know you guys like Stardew. So I just want to see if she has any rules. 18 plus, no racism, sexism, bullying, homophobia, no spoilers, backseating. Do not discuss / mention viewer count, listen to the mods. Everything else is fucking awesome. Okay. Alright. So I met her very briefly at PAX South. We're gonna be rating Mookie9. I hope that's how you say her name. Because I met like a ton of people. Mookie IX. Boop boop. So the way that a raid works, I want you to click on that channel, be there, lurk, watch. Just gonna say followers only. Shush. I made a mistake, okay? I didn't know. Because I guess I lurked to make sure that I liked the stream before I bothered following. Anyway, so click on the channel, lurk there. When you see me in her chat, say Hype Gang ready for a fight, respond with fight like meerkats or die like scorpions. And I think this is gonna be a good time. Oh man, she's in this place that I just discovered yesterday. Okay, I'm super excited. Alright, I will see you guys later tonight. Please join me on the raid if you wouldn't mind. Just spam the message a couple of times, and then if you gotta go do other things, I totally understand. I myself am gonna get food. I love you. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I will see you guys tonight or tomorrow morning, depending on what you can show up for. Alright, raid now, go raid! Gonna raid now. This is what we're doing. I'll see you over there by the time this song is done. Hooah!